Hi everyone, I hope you're well, thanks for clicking on the video. We're only a few weeks away now from the Game Awards 2023. This is something I look forward to every year, putting in my 2 cents for the games that I really enjoyed throughout the last 12 months or so. And yeah, I'll be skipping some categories because of course I couldn't play all of the games this year, but let's start off from the top, Game of the Year. Of course, I feel like not much of a discussion is really even needed, right, for this category. It's going to be Baldur's Gate 3, but let's have a look through what is here. Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man, Resident Evil 4, Mario, and of course Tears of the Kingdom. Again, I know I've just said it, but Baldur's Gate 3, in my mind, is just so far above the rest of these games, right? Like leaps and bounds. So for me, it gets my vote. Moving on to the next category now, we have Best Game Direction. Again, it's kind of hard for me to not go with Baldur's Gate 3. I'm imagining that it is being nominated. So yeah, let's just have a look though. Spider-Man, Mario, same again. Yeah, I think Baldur's Gate 3 for me is going to get my vote. I put in a lot of hours into this game. It's something I really enjoyed. I think I speak for the masses when I say that game deserves to be nominated and deserves to win most of these. Best narrative. Geez, I'm going to seem like I'm biased at this point because I didn't play all of these games, of course, but I think Baldur's Gate 3 again is just leaps and bounds above most of the games that came out this year. If I had it my way, Sea of Stars would be Game of the Year, period. But of course, that can't get nominated for everything. Best performance. Idris Elba in the Phantom Liberty DLC was really phenomenal. For a lot of people, he was hit or miss, but for me, I really enjoyed him. Games for Impact is an interesting category every year, kind of a way to shout out the games that don't always get the right amount of attention. For me, let's have a look what we got here. Goodbye Volcano High was a game that I touched on briefly, but I did watch a few people play that game all the way through, and it seemed fantastic. So I think just for the sake of it, I'll give them my vote. I think that's fair, but it looked like a great game. Best ongoing, I feel like this is being set up to give the win to Cyberpunk, right? Or arguably Fortnite. Fortnite, is renowned for its updates and free DLC and stuff like that. But I think, for me, I'm going to go with Cyberpunk. What they've done with that game over the last 12 months, they've really just completely started fresh, it feels like. They've given so many updates, and it's now actually in a place where that game is fantastic. Best ongoing support. Oh, No Man's Sky for sure. I think that's only fair, really. Since the game's come out, they've been so on top of it. New content all the time. That seems fair. Best independent game. Right. This isn't even up for debate, in my opinion. Sea of Stars, in my heart and soul, is the game of the year, period. Of course, it won't get nominated for that, but it is most certainly the best indie game of the year. If you guys haven't played Sea of Stars, play it. It's amazing. Best debut indie game, I believe, is up next, right? If I remember rightly, that's correct. Dredge is a game I touched on and really enjoyed. If you guys, again, haven't played that, that's another one I'd really recommend checking out. I think even on some platforms, it might be going for free right now. Or at least it was at one point in time, I believe. Best action adventure. And I think out of those, Tears of the Kingdom, I think people have put in thousands of hours into that game. I put in a shit ton of time. It was really phenomenal. Best RPG, Baldur's Gate 3, Sea of Stars, Lies of P, Starfield. Right, I feel like for the masses it's between Starfield or Baldur's Gate 3, right? I've just spoke about how much I love Baldur's Gate 3, but Sea of Stars is like a beautiful walk down memory lane, and yet it still feels fresh. It's great, so I'm going to go for Sea of Stars in that category. Best family game now. Man, I really enjoyed Sonic. That was a game I put in some time. Of course, I feel like they're kind of setting up Mario to get the W here, but for me, Sonic was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. Best multiplayer now, guys. I didn't play all of these. It can't be Diablo 4. That's laughable. Street Fighter 6, I don't think so. I think, again, it'll probably go towards Mario, but for me, just because of how much I love Baldur's Gate 3, you can play it with a couple of friends if you want. Gets my vote. Now moving on, we have Best Adaptation, I believe. Yep, that's right. Don't even need to scroll. It's The Last of Us, right, on HBO. I'd imagine that's been nominated. I didn't check beforehand. Yeah, there it is. Okay, Last of Us, HBO. That's a game we reviewed here on this channel, episode by episode. You guys know how much I love the Last of Us universe and how highly I think of their adaptation. Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal, they both did fantastic jobs. They have my vote here, 100%. Not even close. Now finally, the last category I can really give my opinion on, because of the other games, like I said, I didn't really put much time into, or any at all. Most anticipated game. A game I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, Hades 2, I really enjoyed the first one, but Star Wars Outlaws, this open world Star Wars game. If you guys haven't seen some of the gameplay, it looks like it's going to be amazing. It can take all my money. It gets my vote. So then guys, like I said, there were some categories that I skipped out on, stuff like best content creator, anything to do with esports really, I can't really give my opinion on. I don't really follow that world so much anymore. But I hope you enjoyed this video nonetheless. I really do feel as though this year Baldur's Gate 3 is just going to run through the masses. But like I said earlier, if I had it my way, Sea of Stars would be game of the year. It's just so beautiful. The soundtrack, the world that they built, it's just perfect. The artwork, it's really... I can't sing its praises enough. You guys should play it if you haven't already. You can also see Zelda taking some awards home. And of course, The Last of Us HBO, if that doesn't win, I will be absolutely shocked for best adaptation, because wow, right? For now though guys, that brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more content just like this, movie reviews, series reviews, gameplay, all that kind of stuff. If you have any thoughts and opinions, also leave a comment down below, and I'd love to get back to you when I have the time. Thanks guys.